It's daytime and it's coming night
Mm-hmm. Are you inside or outside?
outside
Are you alone or with others?
with others,
Who are you with?
like a group of people.
Mm-hmm. Then do you feel young or older?
Middle age,
Mm-hmm. How old do you feel exactly?
44.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel male or female?
Well,
Mm. And what's the temperature like in this place?
it's warm.
Mm-hmm. Warm. And what are you wearing there?
I have on like a skirt, like cloth.
Mm-hmm. And what about your top? What are you wearing on your chest?
I don't have any that type of it.
Mm-hmm. What are you wearing on your feet?
It's like feet jewelry,
Mm-hmm. Describe this feet jewelry.
like beads.
Describe your hair.
So ponytail, small, ponytail,
And what color is your skin?
olive.
You wearing anything else? Any other ornaments on any other part of your body? Arms, legs, head?
I have this necklace
Mm-hmm.
that's like regalia, like like beads, and it's pretty,
Mm-hmm. What colors are these beads?
like blue, red,
Mm-hmm.
and feathers coming off of my shoulders. I have a feather on my head too,
And how do you feel there?
probably.
Mm-hmm. And this place that you're in, does it feel like you live there or you're just visiting?
I live in the area,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't live there, the spot that I'm at.
Are you sitting, standing, walking? What are you doing there?
I guess I'm sitting down with my legs crossed,
What are you sitting on?
sitting on the ground.
On the ground. Mm-hmm. What thoughts go through your mind as you sit there?
I'm enjoying the ceremony,
Enjoy.
the space that I'm in,
And this ceremony, what kind of ceremony is this?
like a powwow.
Mm-hmm. Just a get together, some sort.
Yeah, like we're all in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very proudful.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like I'm proudful, like arrogant almost.
So these people that you're with in a circle, do you know them or are these strangers?
I know them. I know them from a distance, but I don't know their names.
Are you partaking in this ceremony or are you just watching?
I'm sitting there watching, but I'm in control of
In control of?
what's happening.
So tell me about your surroundings. What do you notice in this place as you're in the ceremony? Anything that stands out to you?
There's a fire.
Mm-hmm.
There's two people dancing right now, dancing, and the fire is just going up.
And what's the purpose of this ceremony? You said it's just a gathering, a social gathering, or is there another purpose, higher purpose for it?
So call down spirit.
To call down spirit
Mm-hmm.
for the purposes of?
I guess to help our land,
What kind of help are you asking spirit for with your land?
to make it fruitful, to grow,
Mm-hmm.
grow, grow crops,
Mm-hmm.
corn, and just fruitful.
And how do you feel about the ceremony as you watch it?
Proud.
And what's your name there? What do they call you, those people?
Okay. Chief of Amumba,
Spell that.
UMBO.
Chief Amumbo.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. The Chief Amumbo. What year is it for you?
66.
And what part of the world are you in, Chief Amumbo?
South.
And Chief Umombo, when you say you know these people, this group with you from a distance, what do you mean by that?
They live in the village, yes, but away
Mm-hmm.
at a distance.
Mm-hmm. And why do you live a distant away from them if it's your village?
I'm the chief.
And what are your responsibilities there as a chief of that village?
To make sure everything flows properly and everybody does what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Crops are tended to, the baskets are being woven, the children are happy, shamans are healing.
Chief, do you have a family there?
I feel like I have a wife.
Do you and your wife have any children, Chief Umombo?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. How many children do you have?
just one
Mm-hmm. Is it a boy or girl?
boy.
Boy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How old is your son?
it looks to be 7.
In a moment, I'll snap my fingers. Any other relevant information you need to know about this scene will suddenly come to you in 3, 2, 1.
They killed me in the middle of the night.
Who killed you in the middle of the night?
Guess some men around the village.
Men from your village? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they slit my throat
And these men, why'd they do that?
because I guess I was prideful.
Because you were what?
I was prideful.
Prideful. How does that make you feel?
What's that? I didn't treat my wife good.
Repeat that.
I didn't treat my wife good.
How'd you treat your wife?
I talked down to her,
Mm-hmm.
made her feel smaller than me.
I want you to connect with your wife's energy, Chief Mumbo. Tell me if you recognize her energy as anyone in your current life.
She kind of reminds me of my mom. That makes me sad. That makes me really sad.
And so, Chief Mumbo, now that they slit your throat, what do you do next? What happens next?
They're backing up. The knives in their hands, like in shock. They can't believe they killed the chief.
Mm-hmm. What do they do next?
They run. They run off.
And what happens next?
I'm just laying there,
Mm-hmm.
dead.
Mm-hmm. Let me know who discovers you and comes to discover that you're dead.
I think my wife was there in the corner.
And she aware that you're dead?
Yes.
What does she do?
She's grieving, but she's happy.
Mm-hmm. And how does that make you feel to know that she's grieving, but she's happy?
Relief is coming to my head.
Relief? Relief because?
Because she'll be free. She's
Free of?
covering me up with some, is that a bear? Bear, cover, bear.
Your bear skin?
Yeah, like a bear skin.
And what happens next?
She walks out with her. With her son.
So go ahead and close that scene there. Chief Mumpo, close that scene. I want you to go to a previous event in that same lifetime as Chief Mumpo, another day in that same lifetime where something important is happening. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and be there now. Very good. Trusting your first impressions. Are you inside or outside?
Outside.
Is it daytime or nighttime?
Daytime.
Are you alone or with others?
With others.
Who are you with there?
Men.
How old are you there?
I'm younger.
Oh, young.
19.
And the men that you're with, who are they?
Powerful men that's crowning me.
Mm-hmm.
Making me a man. I'm just standing there.
How you feel?
I feel nervous.
You feel nervous because?
Because this is a big responsibility.
And why were you given that responsibility and not someone else in the village?
Because I had powers.
Powers. What kind of powers do you have?
I could see. I could see and could make things happen.
You say you can see. We can see what?
I could see spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a seer.
What kind of things can you make happen there, Chief?
I can make crops grow. And I can do mystical things.
You say you can make crops grow. How do you make them grow?
I guess I just had a touch.
Mm-hmm.
I was a good worker.
Good worker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not normal. Very mystical. Very abnormal.
Does anyone else have those gifts like you do, Chief?
Feels like it. But not maybe.
And so what else happens there, Chief? You're being crowned. What happens next?
They put some fur over my shoulders. But it's like it just touched the top of my chest around my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing major because I haven't grown to that level yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's Foxworth
And what happens next there, Chief?
talking to me. Be wise.
Mm-hmm.
Careful of your ego. Be careful not to be too prideful.
Do you say anything back to them?
No, just listening.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the instructions.
Mm-hmm. I want you to resonate or connect with the energy that those men. Tell me if you recognize their energies anyone here currently.
My mind is going to Paul.
What happens next here?
They're beating a stick in the ground in the hole.
Beating a stick on the ground in a hole.
Yeah, as they're talking to me.
And what's the purpose of that? Mm-hmm. And what else do they say to you? Anything else?
Chest was heavy.
Chest feel heavy. What's going on with your chest? What's happening there? What thoughts go through your mind when you feel that heaviness?
Suffocation.
What happens next there, Chief?
This is a different tribe now. This is a different culture.
Mm-hmm.
These men's feet are dirty.
Mm-hmm. Are these the same men that were crowning you?
Yes, but they're really focused on this whole thing. So just watching them.
Mm-hmm. You say these men are different and their feet are dirty. What else is different about them?
Their arms and they're darker. They're African. This energy is heavier. This is heavy.
Mm-hmm. What happens there next, Chief?
A gush of water comes out of the hole.
A gush of water comes out of the hole. Mm-hmm. What thoughts go through your mind when you see that?
Whoa. Take it back.
Take it back. So what?
Take it back like it's water.
Do you live anywhere near water?
I guess so. Beyond the woods. Maybe. Like a stream.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so taken back by the water that's coming from the hole in the ground?
Because it shoots up really high.
Mm-hmm.
Like a water fountain.
Is there a purpose or reason for them having that water come out?
Oh, now they're washing their faces and their hands with it. It feels like they're washing themselves. But not like washing as in a bath, but like washing as in a baptism. The back of their legs. And I'm standing there with my hand on the staff.
And that staff, is that the same stick they were using to beat the ground?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's the significance of that staff?
Very powerful.
Repeat that.
Very powerful.
Yeah. So the moment I'll snap my fingers, any other relevant information about this scene will suddenly come to you. 3, 2, 1.
Those men, they're in the woods with sticks. They're beating the sticks. They're walking like to the water. It's 3 of them, I feel like. And it's has to be some kind of ritual or something. My chest.
Mm-hmm. And as these men are in the woods, where are you observing them from?
I guess from the place that we were at, the area where the hole is.
So they walked off a distance from you?
And they're walking off.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm following them slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're in training.
They're in training for?
To be warriors?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And these are the same men that were crowning you?
Yeah, but now all of a sudden I feel like I'm over them.
You're over them in what way?
Like powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Like
how old are you?
Training them.
How old do you feel there?
I've grown up. I'm older.
How old are you?
In my 60s.
What thoughts go through your mind?
My head is held high.
Describe what you're wearing.
Like a cape. I still have the staff in my hand.
Mm-hmm. What color is your skin? Describe your hair.
Short.
And those men that you're training, who are they?
My sons.
Your sons. Mm-hmm. What are you training them to do? To be warriors, you said?
Yes, they will fight.
Fight for?
This country.
What country is that?
Senegal.
Mm-hmm. What year is it for you there?
1700.
And what's your name or what do they call you?
I am chief.
What happens next there, Chief?
I'm sitting on my throne.
Sitting on your throne. Describe your throne.
It's a chair.
Mm-hmm.
And my arms are sitting proudly. I'm powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm royalty.
Mm-hmm. What thoughts go through your mind there, Chief?
Do you not know who I am? I am chief.
What are your duties as chief there?
What?
What are your duties as chief?
I rule this nation.
Mm-hmm. And how do you rule the nation there, Chief?
Political affairs. Making sure my people are safe.
Mm-hmm.
No intruders.
And Chief, so you have 3 sons there. You have a wife as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about your wife.
She's pretty. She's meek. She's strong.
Mm-hmm. What's her name?
Okay. So
Mm-hmm. How old is your wife, Chief?
she's young.
How young?
She's in her 20s.
Mm-hmm. And your sons, how old are they?
All those boys. They're teenagers.
Mm-hmm. Chief, I want you to connect with the energy of those boys, your boys. Some of you recognize their energy as anyone in your current life.
I think they're my siblings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want you to connect with the energy of your wife, Chief. Tell me if you recognize her energy as anyone in your current life.
No.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next there, Chief? As you're sitting on your throne, what happens next?
They're at my feet and I'm loving them.
Mm-hmm. How are you loving them?
Just acknowledging them, talking to them, giving them wisdom.
Anything else? What happens next there?
Telling them to be strong,
Mm-hmm.
be brave, be wise, be fearless.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife, she's sitting there.
She's listening. Mm-hmm.
Very motherly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stern, and hard, and strict,
Mm-hmm.
and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
But she's loving. When I get done talking to them, you know your father loves you. He's just that way.